I don't understand. Fred, did you put that degens only because you know we're about to degen? Is that what you did?
Absolutely.
Well. Sheldon, if I didn't know any better, I would say that was a double bottom.
Clever man. Clever man.
Double bottom means positive things.
Yeah, good sign. And we got dominance, breaking trend. Fantastic.
So there are two good signs then. There are two good signs on the market, and two good signs. I'm going to show you a third good sign and a fourth good sign as well, that this thesis is playing out exactly as I have been predicting.
Love it.
Let's get into it.
What's up? Here comes our super sniper Sheldon. What's up? We love our crypto sniper Sheldon. Super sniper Sheldon. Crypto sniper Sheldon. This is our Sheldon. This is our Sheldon. Smash those likes. Yes.
I'm still waiting for the community to make a song about Run. Apparently, I'm not that songable.
We got creative. We got a very creative community. I think you'll get a song, Run.
Okay, well, let's see. I'm still waiting for the song. Okay, so I think it's a great day to welcome everybody to our channel, especially the new people. If you don't know what is lies ahead for you by joining our channel, just read this. Good morning, Run. I woke up to $100,000 Star Launch.
How is Star Launch, brother?
And I'm still sleeping because this is absolutely insane. Who has ever done anything like this for their community? You've changed the lives of every single day out there. You've changed lives every single day out there, and yet not a single nomination for Crypto Banter. It almost feels as if they're trying to stop Crypto Banter from taking over, but that's the thing. We have all got here organically, and soon every single Crypto Banter enthusiast will see the power of Crypto Banter. Every single person in Banter is a million times better off, and the shows just get better and better. I got my conviction in Crypto Banter, and I will now have this conviction for life. Sheldon, we gave away, at the current prices, with our partners at StarLaunch, we gave away $5 million.
Dude, what is that? Is that like
60
Bitcoin? What is it? How much Bitcoin is that? 80 Bitcoin?
80 to 90 Bitcoin. We gave away to our community $5 million.
Bro, we got to be very proud of that. That is amazing.
In one giveaway.
Dude, that's
in
beautiful.
one giveaway, we gave away $5 million.
We love what we do, brother, and the brain behind it is fantastic, bro.
Just think about this. Just think about this. We've changed 50 people's lives. Imagine 2 weeks ago you didn't have $100,000. 2 weeks later you have $100,000. Why? Because you subscribed to our channel. It's a no-brainer. I don't know. Subscribe to our channel, like our videos, get the message out there. Also, today we're going to be giving away MonkeyBall. Remember that if you got StarLaunch, you can stake your StarLaunch and you can get MonkeyBall. Yeah, and I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this before we go into the charts. And there's a lot to talk about the charts, but I just want to talk about this. We were being facetious about the influencer nominations. But the truth is, we don't want to be on those lists. We don't want to be on an influencer list. We will never allow them to add us to an influencer list because we're not in that bucket. We're not influencers. We don't see ourselves influencers. We see ourselves as a credible media channel that brings our community amazing news. The problem with influencers, and I'm not pointing fingers because a lot of the influencers are our friends and they have amazing businesses being influencers. But here's the problem for me. The problem is that eventually the market does things like this, and this is a list of influencers that sell airtime on their channel. Now, I think it's Some people make a lot of money selling airtime on their channel, but they should disclose the fact that they are being paid to sell stuff on their channel. We will never, ever, ever accept money for being featured on our channel. We don't do paid reviews. We don't do token reviews. We don't do paid ads. Sometimes what you'll see is value-added channel sponsors, but those are clearly disclosed to you guys in the top corner of the screen, like the screen that you have over here. So the truth is, yeah, we were being facetious about not being included in the influencer awards because it would be strange not to include the biggest live daily shows in the world. But had we been included, we would have been removed from that list because we don't want to be associated with influencers or influencer marketing. Anyway, let's talk about all the positive things that are happening on the market. You got a double bottom on the one side.
How's leverage, brother?
I didn't check on my leverage this morning.
Let's have a look at our quick morning indicators and just see how we're looking. Especially leverage. I think that's the main thing we're damn waiting for. We're waiting for.
Okay, so let's look at what's going on in the market quickly before we get into the charts. First thing is first. The leverage ratio is back up, and it is back up. Let's quickly just blow this up a little bit. Full screen. The apes are back.
This thing is broken, man. But Bitcoin's going down and this thing's going up. Like, I don't get it anymore.
You know what I think it is? I think it's leverage for this weekend's futures close out. I think on Friday it will come down because on Friday all the leverage will close out, all the futures will close out.
And I kind of feel, I don't know about you, but looking at Twitter, like, the bearishness is coming out again. You
can look at the fear and greed index from yesterday.
It's looking good. That's one indicator that I'm very happy with on where we're sitting.
Hold on, where is it? Here we go, alternative me. Let's look at the fear and greed index. Fear and greed index 33. Fear, but not extreme fear. Not extreme.
So what we actually want is 20 to 30. Off of data and off of previous history time, 20 to 30 is a great time. Because I think that's when we start falling into the extreme fear sort of region. You know
how I like to say this? When you feel like it's time to buy your coins, when you feel like it's time to sell your coins, and when you get that bubble in your stomach where you really start doubting your thesis on the market, when you feel sick because of the amount of money that you've lost, that's the time to be buying.
Yeah.
When you feel like
you're giving up. When you feel like giving up.
Yeah. When you feel like you're a genius, when you feel like
your aunt and your uncle and your cousin is telling you to buy Bitcoin, then you know.
And no, but when you feel like you're so smart, you feel like you've watched all the best streams on YouTube, you're so smart, you've made investment decisions, you are so rich, that is the time to be selling your coins. That's the way that I see it. That's the way that I see it. And every time I follow that, I've made money. Every time I've looked at a token, I thought, wow, I've got to actually sell this token because if this token goes up, if this token goes down anymore, then you got to sell it. Then that's when I start buying. Try it with a very small part of your portfolio. See what happens.
So before we start here, we're looking at this. This is the chart I'm starting with.
Yes.
Let's bring in this guy here. Yeah, there we go.
Hi, Luke.
Hello.
Hi, Luke. Can you see the chart on the screen?
Yeah, it looks okay. Still watching my total 3.
By the time Luke announces alt season, it's going to be fucking the next season. It's going to be the next alt season. It's going to be the 2024 alt season.
It'll be a real alt season, though.
Yeah, Luke, what else do you want here, bro?
I want
Dominance
total 3 outperforming total.
You want total 3 outperforming total. That's already happening, bro.
No, it's not. Total is currently at 0.23%, and total 3 is pulled back to 0.
Remember, Luki, we want to be buying starters. We don't want to be buying main meal. So this is at least we got a good, good indicator here.
Sheldon,
it's
let
not
me explain
parabolic crazy alt season yet.
We know, you and I know which club to go to. We know where all the hot girls are at. Okay, we know what time to arrive. We arrive at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, Luke's coming in 2 o'clock in the morning, thinking, guys, I just found the best club in the world. I'm like, Luke, bro, all the hot chicks have gone home. All the altcoins have already gone through the roof. Okay? Sheldon and I are sitting with bags on our side, bags. And you walking in there like you own the place. But you're actually coming, you're there for scraps. You've got like the leftovers, bro.
The leftovers.
Look, there is going to be a massive alt season. It's coming. It's started.
Can we
It's
just
like
agree
that parabolic top.
Can we just agree that this whole PlanB thing is finished now? Like, there's no 98,000 in December, and there's no 98,000 in November, and there's no 135,000 in December. Can we just agree on that?
Well, we can agree on the November one. I don't think we're going to hit the November target.
No chance. We're not hitting November. We're not hitting December. Mark my words. It's a slow, gradual.
You have to double Bitcoin's market cap from here to the end of November.
Yeah, and if it's slowly to grow right now, and that's a key thing. Am I echoing off of you there? And I think when we get this stupid movement out of Bitcoin and we do hit that 135K very quickly, then we know we're getting to close to the top of the cycle. So as long as it's growing slow now, that's great. And this is a good indication for us.
I prefer this. I much prefer the way the cycle is playing out right now. It is the only thing that worries me is this fucking leverage. This leverage is killing me. I just don't understand how this leverage is not coming down. It's it's like we need a big smack to get the leverage down. But otherwise, to be honest, this like Bitcoin dominance collapsing is exactly what we wanted. We called this. When did we call this? Last week we said what's going to happen is there's a futures closeout. The dominance is going to collapse. It's going to carry on until Friday, and then probably the weekend is going to be a good weekend in crypto, probably.
Yeah. I also think everyone's waiting for this final close off. And what's nice about this is we're getting a dominance collapse, but we're not getting the whole alt market just boom yet. We're getting them jumping at different levels, which is great for us. It's what we want. We want to be going through different cycles of alts until we get the actual eruption of the whole market. So I still think end of December to beginning Jan is when the whole alt market just goes absolutely crazy. But for now, there's so many good gains by catching the ones. And this is just a good indication for us, is the dominance falling and, Bitcoin's going down, guys. And the fact that we got Bitcoin going down and the alts being saved, it just shows us that this is it's a very similar pullback to what we had a month or two ago. And I'll get into that shortly. Yeah,
let's just look at some of our calls from yesterday. And Marshall's up 30%. StarLauncher is, it's just launched, basically. My Neighbor Alice, the game, 2283. I think it's close to an all-time high post-launch. Uniquely, the NFT marketplace we keep talking about, $104. Card Starter, back nearly at $10. D-Race is exploding. It's exploding. And I think imagine when the races actually start and our horse starts competing. It's going to be insane. Elrond, based on their whole liquidity mining thing, up to 539. I might actually close some of that my position there. I think my target was $500. Scallop is at $7. So there is stuff happening on the market, and the dominance is going down, even though the Bitcoin's going down. Sheldon, why is it that on CoinGecko the dominance is at 39.9? How does that work?
I have no idea why it's showing you that. I just trust off of the trading view chart. Yeah, it makes a lot more sense to me. So yeah, just going through again, I agree with Luke in a sense of, we don't have total 3 outperforming the total just yet, which is good, but we are getting a nice little, different alts. Has been AVAX running the last few while. So we're still getting the good alt pumps now and then, which is good. And it just shows us that even though Bitcoin's been a bit bearish for the last week or two, short-term bearish, we still have, close off this. We still have alts pumping, and that will always just indicate to us that we're not in a true bear cycle, because then otherwise everything would be getting stuck. So what is still nice about the total market cap is, we've made a higher low now, which is great on the total market cap. And this is a really big buying zone for crypto in general, that we smashed through the higher high. We've come and tested. It's a trend line, guys. It's a break. It's a test. So total market cap wise, we're looking fantastic. Total 3 wise, we're also still looking great. I still love that we're sitting total 3. We're at the bottom of the channel, which means, out of the total 3, total 2 and total 1. No, total 3 showing us the most growth. So at least we know, even though it's taking a bit of time with some of the alternate, at least we know we are buying in the right category, and we're looking at the right section of the coins, and we're just being patient with those as we start moving through. So that's looking fantastic. Jumping through to USDT dominance. This is great. We're back to my zone again. I'm seeing rejection soon, and I'm seeing a bounce soon in the market. Now, what has happened with Bitcoin? Let's have a look. We're getting close to crunch time. Guys, we got one more support after this, and we know that, this is looking to be very similar to the previous pullback that we had when we rallied from 29 to the region of 53. We then had, 2 weeks down. If I actually have a look here, maybe I can get a nice little date range here to see how long this pullback basically took. 22 days, but in that pullback. And if we start measuring down from where we are now to the region of the closeout, it's running in the same region of 20 days to 22 days as well. So it's looking very similar to this region over here, which, sort of gives us the indication that this is a simple, pullback off of a nice strong impulse wave. We're now having a nice little correction. What I am looking at now is we have made a little double bottom. We hit yesterday beautifully. We had another second pullback. We are very happy with the pullbacks happening as much as they want now, because we just want to finally get it over and done with and get the bears, get them happy, get them thinking that there's a chance for them. And then we can start, basically start destroying it out of the park. And, where we're at now, this is good for me. I like that it's a double bottom. If this is a double bottom and we start breaking out from here, we still have the region of chasing down the 61K to the 62K area. So I am looking at the bounce on where we're looking at. And I think what is going to happen is, doesn't matter where the bounce is on Bitcoin. Even if we do have a flush out at any point, maybe close to the end of the week, we shall see. Even the first bounce from Bitcoin, until we get to this trend line, I still see dominance in favor of the alts. So the alts will be the nice ones, to make the strong little bounce. And as I was speaking in, the last week or two, to say that Bitcoin to possibly make a lower low. And, I'm using just ETH as an example for alts to make a higher low. And you can already see that, Bitcoin made a double bottom. ETH is making higher lows. You're on mute there, brother.
Don't use ETH as an example for alts. Watch my show from yesterday.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. And I still just zoom out quickly and I just go to this chart, and I see an ETH dominance breakout coming very soon. So let's see how it goes. I still like ETH, taking profits into ETH for longer term views. I still think it's a great take profit coin. So when I take profits, I stock up on a bit more ETH. Will it bring me the most gains now? I'm not sure, but at the end of the day, it's a nice take profit coin for me. I don't want to get out of the market when I'm taking profits. So I just want to be stocking up a bit of Bitcoin, a bit of ETH whenever I'm taking some profits.
Sheldon, you're having a baby soon, right?
Yeah.
Okay. On the day that your baby's born,
yeah,
I'm going to put $10,000 into one token. Yeah. And I'm going to give that token to your baby when your baby turns 18.
Yeah. Which token is that one? Is that the
you can choose.
QRDO. Which one is it?
No, you can choose. You can choose.
Which one is it?
You can have it in
QRDO.
You can have it in Solana, or you can have it in Ethereum. You can have it in Solana, or you can have it in Ethereum.
Why not this one, right?
Okay, you choose. You can have it in Qredo. Wait,
yeah, wait for my buzzer. Wait for my buzzer.
I mean, don't laugh about Qredo, because Qredo is an amazing platform.
I'm just laughing where you bought it. Yeah, I'm just laughing where you bought it.
Okay, so tell me now. On the day your baby's born, which is in like 3 months or 4 months, right? 4 months, right?
Yeah.
Whether it's a boy or whether it's a girl, I'm going to put $10,000 into one token, and I'm going to give you the keys to the wallet, and that smart contract is only going to unlock 18 years later.
Okay.
Which token would you like me to give your kid? Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche, or Bitcoin? You can't choose any other chain. You can choose one of the four. Which one? And I'm putting it all into one. Either your child's going to say, either your child's never going to know about it because we're never going to tell her or him.
Yeah, I'd say Solana. Like, I do agree with you. Like, I say Solana or AVAX, yes. Solana probably.
Definitely Solana. So there we go. So when your daughter's, it's a daughter, we know that for sure now. So when your daughter's born, I'm putting $10,000 into Solana, and she can't open it until she's 18 years old. When she's 18 years old, she's going to know she had she's going to thank her uncle who gave her so much wealth.
Well, that's amazing. I'm just going to say thank you.
Yeah. If I would give her Ethereum, I'm not gonna she may hate me. She may turn 18 and say, well, why didn't you put it into Solana?
Red, we can't have a whole bull cycle and not have an ETH pump. It just doesn't make sense. Like, it will come at some point, let's see. But will ETH outperform Solana that? I don't think so. But I still think ETH has got a 4x in the cycle.
Okay.
I still see a 15K. Will it outperform? I don't think so. But I still think it's just a profit-taking coin for me, and it's just a strategy that we use along the thing. So now that we're in, we're starting to get, alts are still moving. Look at the whole bottom of our list here. So we got like some that are pulling back. And one thing I've seen is major alts are not running with Bitcoin right now, or major alts aren't running with the dominance falling. Major alts are definitely not. Like a lot of them, the only one has been AVAX and all of them. But, when we look at the bigger range, it's not. I think it's more smaller cap coins and obviously the gaming side. I see Decentraland, all of them are still doing quite well. So what I was looking at this morning, and the coins that I basically want to still look at, is the one that's still in great buy zone for me, and that we finally completed the cup and handles, one that you like, and we've done a beautiful RS flip, is Wilderworld. I still think this is great, because we finally just smashed all-time high. It then had a little pullback with Bitcoin now, and we've had a beautiful RS flip. So I think our, Wilderworld, I think, still has really good gains. And all that we're doing now is we're being clever, and we're just moving to the smart money for now until we're back and we start having the major alts start to wake up. And that's going to happen when Bitcoin finally gets its bounce and we finally get, confidence back in the actual market. So that's looking great for me. I saw we had a FTM, bit of volume and coming on FTM. So FTM, I'm looking now, and we've hit beautiful zones. Bitcoin had a pullback, double bottom, FTM making higher lows. So this is a first higher low in a while for FTM. And we've just basically, just tipped the higher high, which is good. So FTM is showing me that it's going to now attempt again for the $2 to $2.5 to $3 range. And what will be great, because it's showing me now, is a breakout there and a continuation. So I think FTM time is going to come soon again, and I think it is going to start making its way possibly to the $4 region and continue the run that it's been on. It just needed a little bit of time after the news. Remember, it's always good when news, we always think it's going to pump, but we always have sort of reactions at those points. So I think FTM is still a good long-term great hold. You know what I mean? I'm not sure about you, Ran, where we're sitting at now. We currently, from the top of FTM to where we are now, it's 40 to 42% on discount on where we're sitting. So I still think FTM is a good one. I'm not sure. I would love to know your intake on this. It is new to a listing on Kucoin. Is SHILL token, which is Project Seed. Any thoughts on this one, brother? Because, looking chart-wise, it looks fantastic. I've been seeing a few guys mention it. What is your thoughts on this? Because I think this one is early, and I think we're going to catch this one great. I've been speaking to the team. They're saying the fundamentals are good.
I'm still doing I am still doing a report on it. I'm still getting proper research on it. I have been looking at it. I'm not ready to call it for the community yet. I want to go back to your Fantom call, because what people are not seeing is, I just want to see if I can get it. I don't have a MetaMask on this account. This is the account where I don't want people to see. Hold on a second. Let me try. You can still get amazing yields on Fantom and on Tomb Finance. And until such time as that finishes, Fantom is a good buy because you can do so much with it. But staking Fantom and Tomb. So I don't know. For me, Fantom always good. Always good.
Yeah. And now we're 40% off the top, so it's always good. Remember, now we've just changed our mindset. We've learned to buy the red, and you're catching it 40% cheaper than what it was a month ago. So that if you consistently stick with that sort of method, it's great. Loopring, volumes just come in. We smashed very much quicker there, so Loopring is still a buy for me, which is looking great. And then the next one that's looking close for breakout, we just possibly, the break of the high is DYDX. So it can possibly, if Bitcoin just comes to the bottom, come in the region between $13 to $14. And I think DYDX is a good investment there. It's still early on this chart. And then the breakout of this trend will be great on DYDX as well. So I still think the decentralized exchanges are going to do great. And I think we off of the top as well, look at where this thing was sitting at around $28. We're now 50% cheaper on that. So DYDX is definitely one I'm adding to the portfolio, looking great. I'm adding a bit more on SHILL. I do think it's going to do well. Wilderworld looks great. Fantom looks great. Loopring looks great. Injective took off yesterday. Saffron Finance took off yesterday. CardStarter's doing great. And then we're waiting for all the slow pokes. The Cardanos, the Solanas, the Rune, the Matics, the Links, the Dots. These are all going to come when we finally get a decent eruption out of Bitcoin. I see Bitcoin's going again for that low. So
let's quickly look at it. Let's get the Bitcoin.
So Bitcoin is now hitting the double bottom zone again. If we break this, guys, it's finally going to get us to the region of the 53K to in that region. Now, what we can be certain of, which is great about it, is that we do have dominance pulling back at the same time. So dominance is still looking weak in that sense, which is great. So if Bitcoin does break through this bottom that we just made now, it is going to move quickly. It's going to move quickly to this next zone, which is between the 53 to the 54K region. And this is where we're seeing our last support. This is where we would actually love to finally get to. I think it will shake out a good amount of leverage as well, but it'll get us to the region over here, get us going and get the breakout. So we obviously got the two views of holding the double bottom now, which is great. But main thing is to sum it down, guys, is we're getting time now where the bottom is near. The dominance is showing that. Everything is showing it now. So this is where we start looking. And, I'm thinking by this weekend, breakouts, and it's time for bull time again, and the bulls to take control again. What you thinking, buddy?
I'm scared to say it because I'm scared to put myself out there. Then the trolls will come and say, but let me say it anyway, because I actually don't give a fuck. I think what's going to happen is between now and Friday, we're going to get a massive dip down to 52,500, more or less. I think that's going to happen quickly. I think it's going to happen in like one candle between now and Friday sometime. It may even happen because of like fake news or over dramatic news, like when they say that another China ban or something like that. Then I think that when that happens, that shakes out the leverage. That brings us to the options closeout, and we have a great weekend after that. By Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning, depending where you are, I think that everything starts to recover, and then we're going to the next month quite positive. That's what I think. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah. So, main thing is me, I'm stocking up. If Bitcoin goes to 53K, I'm loading up. I'm loading up on alts. I'm loading up. That's it. This is what we've been waiting for. Why we've been so patient for so while, and we're catching great specials. So those are my calls for today. I'm catching them on any dip that's coming through today.
All updates on
Bitcoin has all done, and we're starting a new method on CoinPanel as well with full descriptions and a flagging system where it tells you if it's green, trade's ready to go. If it's orange, trade is nearly ready to go, and it's giving you the indications on when you are buying that. And then we have the red to say this trade is not ready. It needs a bit more time. So we're just structuring that nicely, and I got a nice big team on that as well. So it looks like Bitcoin broke through. It's made that little thing. So let's be patient between the 53, we call it the 52,500 to the 54K region. But this is it, guys. This is where I'm seeing, the typical 1, 2, 3, 5 wave correction, and then the continuation, and we finally get the actual explosion. So I'm taking advantage now. We're finally there. We've had to be patient for a while now, but this is where I'm taking advantage. And yeah.
Just let it go. Let it go. Let it hit the bottom. Let it hit that 52,500. Watch our Twitter. Watch @CryptoManRun and @Sheldon_Sniper on Twitter. We will update you on our buys, on our sells, everything else. And also, if you don't have CoinPanel, get CoinPanel, because all these calls are updated on CoinPanel live before the show, before Sheldon comes on. There's a description link for you guys below. And I think that's it. I think we'll see you guys again later. 9 a.m. EST. We can't hear you, Sheldon.
Sorry, I'm here. What are you talking about today, buddy? Do you know?
Yeah, I'm going to show you a methodology of... This is what... Hold on. I want to show you what I'm talking about today. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about today. I just have to find it. Hold on, I have to find it. There's a video about it somewhere here. Hold on. I will find it, yeah.
You all laughed at me. Well, I have to say, you're not laughing now, are you?
I'm going to show you something where they all laughed at me, but no one's laughing at me. I'll show you all the tweets and everyone was laughing at me. And now everyone's seeing exactly what I said. That's what I'm going to talk about later on the show today. It's going to be big.
Oh, nice bounce from Bitcoin. So, yeah, we got to take advantage of this pullback, buddy. You know what I mean? If it goes anywhere in that region, like, you know what I mean? That's getting bought up. Every time we get into these levels, Bitcoin's getting bought up, getting bought up, getting bought up. So, it's definitely not retail. It's definitely not retail. I'm laddering. And if it goes a little bit cheaper, I'm laddering a bit more. And I'm getting ready. I think the remainder of November is going to be fantastic. And December, I think, is going to be killer. Great month.
I'll see you guys again later.
Much love.
Trade well, my friends. Invest well.
Fred, I just want to say thanks for that call, bro.
No worries, brother. I've actually got...
I never made so much money on one trade before in my life.
Yes, brother.
Well, I actually... okay, I've got a list here of about 7 more. But, okay, you know what? I'll give you the first one.